4 Cardinal Rules for Building Your Network Marketing Business. Rule number 1: Don't talk too much. Too much emotion and too many words will confuse the person listening to you and even likely overwhelm them. Now, that is a surefire way to lose a sale. Write down the key messages you want to convey to a prospect. Then practice what you want to say based on those key messages. Put together a script if necessary and time yourself. The important thing is to keep it short, informative and compelling. Pique their interest. Set the stage for your prospect to ask you questions. If you talk too much, and your prospect can't even get a word in edgeways, you have already lost your audience. Rule number 2: Show it, don't tell it. Have you heard of the phrase, product of your product? If you have experienced the benefits of a product, you are living proof that it works. You become the biggest walking, talking advertisement for that product. You are then your best sales tool. If you can demonstrate your products or your opportunity, you stand a better chance of convincing a prospect of its benefits. The less you say and the more you show, the more your prospects will be impressed. Rule number 3: Keep it simple. Sometimes, when you have been part of a system for too long, it's easy to forget that some of the terminologies and phrases you use in your daily life may not be understood by others. If you are trying to explain the business of qnet to a prospect and are throwing out words like compensation plan, UV, BV, and RSP, words that you are super familiar with, you will be faced with blank faces and a group of confused people who probably think this is too complicated. In talking with your prospects, you need to speak at a language level they can easily understand. This doesn't mean you need to dumb things down, but you also don't want to scare people away by giving them the impression that this business is too hard to understand. Instead, make yourself real to your prospects. Help them envision doing the same as you do with others. That way they can see their pathway to their success. Present your opportunity in the easiest manner so your prospects can see that your road can be duplicated easily. Rule number 4: Never lie about your business. As you sit down to meet your prospect and start talking to them and they ask you if what you are offering them is a network marketing opportunity, don't be afraid to admit it. What is wrong with being a network marketer? It is the most accessible form of entrepreneurship available today. How is what you are doing different from what a traditional entrepreneur is doing? Both of you are aiming to have a fulfilling career path, a better lifestyle, and a pathway to success. The only difference is that you chose to pursue entrepreneurship through an unconventional business. So, why you get so scared to say yes? You know you are afraid when you are being defensive and you try to explain even if it is not necessary. Your prospects can sense your anxiety, and when you are not confident, they will feel that it is not right and will turn you down. Have faith that you are in the right business, do not exaggerate or mislead people with unsubstantiated claims, and speak with confidence. Your authenticity is what people will relate to. Here are the factors driving the growth of direct selling in India. India is unique in that it has policies for each retail format. Most nations adopt a national retail policy with sections pertaining to different operating models. This presents a gray area for e-commerce and direct selling since the controlling legislation was originally created for traditional retail. However, the recent maturation in e-commerce guidelines has created a substantial opportunity for progress. Several other factors will accelerate the expansion of non-traditional retail, specifically direct selling in the near future. India is unique in that it has policies for each retail format. Most nations adopt a national retail policy with sections pertaining to different operating models. This presents a gray area for e-commerce and direct selling since the controlling legislation was originally created for traditional retail. However, the recent maturation in e-commerce guidelines has created a substantial opportunity for progress. Several other factors will accelerate the expansion of non-traditional retail, specifically direct selling in the near future. The role of India's direct selling industry has been as integral to the country's retail sector as it has been misunderstood over its 40-year existence. However, technology, higher awareness, and a proven business model now leave the industry well placed for a period of sustained scale. The segment is likely to reach 15,930 crore rupees by 2021 at a CAGR of around 4.8%. A significant factor behind this change is the fact that direct selling fosters entrepreneurship. Several features of the direct selling mean that entrepreneurship is built into its operating framework, like empowering people based on intent and motivation, not just experience. First, flexible hours. Direct selling can prove to be a viable income source, even as a part-time vocation, if someone has the intent to learn and an interest in selling. Also, distributors are incentivized to identify, recruit, and train new entrepreneurs. This promotes self-employment and financial independence. Furthermore, direct selling eliminates the inequality of opportunity presented by traditional jobs by evaluating people on certificates and work experience that may or may not be relevant to the task. Successful entrepreneurs in direct selling is based on personable skills and selling aptitude. An aptitude-based rewards system is particularly relevant to the country's largest workforce segment, the youth. India is set to have the world's largest youth workforce by 2020, and, while this is a great opportunity, it also represents a challenge. A large proportion of this demographic is likely to be underskilled, and this places the onus on education and vocational training. Direct selling affords these entrepreneurs the chance to gain valuable real-life experience while building a network of contacts alongside a strong financial foundation. This allows young Indians to start their businesses within a proven framework. The industry will play a pivotal role in addressing India's employment concerns, as it is poised to create nearly 2 crore jobs over the next 6 years. Another viable aspect of direct selling is its ability to engage underrepresented segments. Consider the case of women. India has one of the world's lowest rates of female participation in the labor force at just 25%. A stark contrast to the 53% that make up the country's direct seller numbers. The model's focus on flexibility, personal relationships, and authenticity is helping many female direct sellers, many of whom may not have had access to traditional employment, capitalize on their existing social networks and create a lucrative income source. The industry could, with more education, awareness, and training, attract an even higher proportion of women. This opportunity is pegged close to a $770 billion opportunity. The industry also creates many avenues for indirect employment alongside the income opportunities to direct sellers. Usually MSMEs provide production, packaging, and logistics. Indirect employment in India's direct selling industry today supports over 1 million people, in addition to a direct seller base of nearly 4 million. Indirect employment gives these businesses access to more revenue streams, while the onus of working to international quality standards also enables them to create value through learning from the world's best practices. The industry also has its advantages from a customer perspective. Today's retail consumers expect convenience, the best prices, and personalized interactions. While a majority of non-traditional channels meet some or all of these expectations, direct selling's advantage lies in its personalized transactional experience. Direct sellers are encouraged to build authentic and trusting customer relationships that are beneficial in the long term. For buyers, this means an open and honest selling experience in the comfort of their home or workplace. Also, since direct sellers provide valuable first-person insights into consumer expectations, direct selling companies are quick to respond to market developments. Consider the case of health and wellness. Consumers across social segments, income classes, and geographies are becoming more health conscious. They want better lifestyles, healthier work schedules, and access to world-class products. It's no surprise that over 53% of direct selling product sales come from the health and wellness category. Relationships and product quality are always critical factors for retail success, and the direct selling industry is best placed to capitalize on this trend. As India continues its rapid transformation, direct selling will be at the forefront of income generation and alternative means of employment in the retail space. A national retail policy that recognizes and legitimizes direct selling efforts with no room for confusion will be crucial for the industry's accelerated growth. For direct selling companies, it will be important to create robust governance frameworks supported by standardized practices so that the sector can realize its true potential. The author is the regional director at qnet, one of Asia's leading direct selling companies which offers products and services in diverse markets, in the health, wellness and lifestyle segments. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, then like it. Share it and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Also click on bell icon so you will get notification from our channel. Thanks for your love.